feeling somewhat, the best word would be vulnerable, in the sense of you're in this position where you're surrounded by your friends and people who are all sharing the same pain.
Unfortunately, I still haven't come to terms fully. There are the days that it absolutely just feels like I understand what he went through. I can actually feel myself in his shoes.
When Chester passed, I went through bad depression and suicidal thoughts myself, because my feeling was, if you get to bail and cop out, why should I carry on?
It's a struggle. It's a daily struggle going through something that you are going through with somebody that you love that committed suicide, because you will never know what their last thoughts were and why they did it. It's devastating.
Since yesterday marked the 1-year death anniversary of Chester, and today most importantly was we wanted to get the fans together and try and raise the awareness around mental illness, try and basically tell them, look, you're not alone. There's always a friend there to talk to, always someone to contact. That's why we had SADAG involved, and to contact the fans if ever they are suffering from depression and mental illness. And the turnout so far I'm quite happy with today. I think it was around about April this year where I knew the 1 year was coming up and I wanted to do something special for the fans. So what I did was I posted on the page for fans to maybe give ideas of what they would like to do, how they would like to celebrate Chester and remember him. I received contact with Danny Lombard. She emailed me and basically came up with an idea of doing a tribute concert for Chester. So together with her and Musa Nkambo, who is also in the music industry, we worked on this together, arranged all the bands, got the venue, and that's how we came up with the event called You Matter, a tribute to Chester Bennington.
We'll be laughing all the way.
Chester has and will continue to inspire many people now in ways that even he couldn't have predicted. Although his death is extremely tragic, what it's done is it's shone a light on a really important issue. So his actions have helped societies to start to take suicide and mental health more seriously. While we still have a way to go to destigmatize mental health, his initiatives just like this are essential to keep shedding a light on prominent issues like suicide. But every time a celebrity or a familiar person commits suicide, the world seems to momentarily stop spinning. Just like with Chester, his suicide rocked many people, and even a year later, this continues to happen. So shocked into disbelief, wonderment, sadness, and awness, this pause reminds us just how important and how fragile life can be.
A lot of us grew up with their music, and suicide is basically a bad way to go out. And what we're trying to achieve here is, and there's a lot of people here, which is very cool, is it's awareness of how you don't have to really go out like that. All you got to do is talk. You got to talk to your friends. You got to talk to everyone that cares about you.
My thoughts on mental health awareness is that I feel everyone should be out there and everyone should be talking about it. It should be discussed and people should be offered more help, free help, because it's very expensive to get mental help. And I just feel it should be for free and people should be able to be aided. And more people should talk about it, and more people should get in contact with each other about it.
SADAG, being the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, we found that to be the best cause because I was invited to their offices for a meeting, and the environment they're in, you can see they're a non-profit organization and they work with volunteers. So we feel they do need the money to reach out to more people who are suffering from depression.
It's been a pleasure to be part of this. It's been a long time in the making, and to be part of something that is so meaningful and close to home is a memory I'll never forget. My love for passion and music started with the band Linkin Park. I remember being a 12-year-old kid and seeing the song Crawling on TV and seeing this this person be able to sing with such ferocity and intensity, and at the same time with such a melodical subtlety, was something that completely changed my life forever.
We are a bunch of girls that have an extreme passion for charity and doing things out of the ordinary. We're a bunch of alternative models. We are here today to exhibit prints for a photo shoot that we did representing, well, each image basically represents a different mental illness, and we have tried to keep it as raw as possible and minimize editing to a point where people can relate and can understand the struggles that people face. All of the money that we generate from booking fees for photo shoots, music videos, anything like that, we donate to various animal charities. We also do a lot of fundraising events. We host fundraisers once a month.
Okay, it's time for us to hand out the 2 prizes. The first one we're handing out is a signed Linkin Park t-shirt. It was signed at the LPU Summit in Amsterdam.
All right, next draw is for a free tattoo voucher from Voltage Inc.
If you're going through mental health issues, there's always somebody who would understand what you're going through.
Are you going through problems? Talk to your boys, your girls, whatever. And you can still be standing here next to me, telling your story.
There's always someone out there willing to listen. There's always someone out there caring. If you feel you can't speak to a family member or a friend, contact a band, contact a mental health awareness group in your area, but talk to someone about it and get help.
It's a very difficult situation to be in, whether it's something that you're dealing with psychologically or an addiction or anything that's completely out of your control. And just know that there are people that are willing to help you and are willing to be there.
In the coming months and even years, that the band will continue to inspire others. Mark Shinoda is a big influence of mine, as was Chester and still is. And to see him push on and be so heroic in his approach to charging forward after such a tragedy is something that we can all feel inspired from. And I look forward to seeing what the future holds. And the Linkin Park community and fans stand together as family, and I feel honored to be a part of that.